Hi everybody, it's Deb with Deb's RV Services and welcome to today's video. Today is an inspection story. So I had a client that contacted me and she was looking for a van. She wanted to have her own home on wheels so that she could travel the country. And a van is what she had her eyes on. She found one in the Arizona area that she wanted me to go look at. She really just wanted a consultation. She didn't want a full premier inspection with the report and everything, but she needed me to get my eyes on it just to make sure that it was okay. Her mother, which was really cute, watched my videos. So they both showed up to the inspection, the consultation, and I went ahead and took a look at it. Now, the thing that was different about this was it was a home-built van. So it wasn't built by a manufacturer. So I couldn't do any research prior to look up, like anything about it. I had no idea what I was really walking into. And home-built vans are completely different, and that's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to make you aware of some things, and I was really glad that my client hired me because I was able to help her and let her know of some possibly dangerous things that I found in the RV. So I showed up to the inspection, and this is a 2018 Ford Transit 4x4 conversion. And the owner of the van, he built out this van on his own. And I've seen many van builds and I think they're super cool. And I love vans. I have a thing with vans and maybe one day I'll get one. But I do know the struggles of trying to build one on my own because I tried and I didn't finish because it's hard. So anybody that can do any kind of build, hats off to you. I think that's awesome. But as an RV inspector, I've got work to do. And my job is to let people know if there are things that are possibly dangerous or that are not correct, that could possibly lead to some kind of failure or damage or danger or anything. So I really pay attention to life safety items. And this van had a lot of red flags when it came to life safety. Now, I understand that people that do home builds, they do things the way they do them, and even though it's not correct, they do them anyway. And I saw this on another build that I warned the guys that were going to sell their RV that they had a issue with it is against regulation to put propane in the back of a van inside of the home where somebody's sleeping. And there were these big propane tanks that were just sitting there. And I was like, whoa, that's just crazy. But I guess, in their defense, I don't even know if this is a defense, but in their case, they say that's what other van builders do. Well, I don't care if that's what other van builders do. It's not something that I would do. I would not recommend it. Now I know that some people might put a little stove in their RV with one of those little green tanks. They're just like little tiny things. Now I don't really have a problem with that. If you have a window open and you're using it to cook and you've got all that fresh breeze, and then when you're done, you're unhooking it and you're putting it away. I'm talking about these 20, 30, or 40-pound tanks that are sitting inside of your home, literally right underneath where you sleep. And this van had no detector either. So not only was there dangerous fumes underneath her bed, but there was no detector there either. So I pointed all that out to her, and the owner was there and he heard me and he just kind of shrugged it off. But that's because he didn't mind having that. He felt that he could sense if there was a propane leak and he didn't feel like it was dangerous for he or his family. The other thing that I had a problem with was the batteries were sitting there right next to that. There's very little space in a van, and then the water lines were right over top of it. So, water and electricity don't mix. So that was also something that I pointed out that would need to be changed out, or is taking a risk. Basically, you're taking a risk when you have that kind of stuff. So I want to talk a little bit about this because the reason I'm making this video is not to just point out their mistakes in the van build, but I want to talk about when you are looking for van builds and some of the things that you should look for. I know another van builder. In fact, I called her when I was originally going to have her convert my van. And she has a YouTube channel, and it's Johnny's Journey, and she has a company now called Midwest Van Builders. I do recommend her because I know that she has been building these vans and she does care about the safety of others. She doesn't even build out the whole system of with the batteries and all the electronics like that. She uses the Bluettis and she just puts them right in there, and she can connect up the 30 amps directly to the Bluetti and get that whole house running. I think that's a really smart way if you're going to be a van builder to build these vans out, because it's a system that's locked in. You can plug right into it. You don't have to worry about all these connections with all these wires, because let me tell you, when you have somebody else that put together a solar system, solar inverter, and the battery bank, unless they are doing this all day long and they know what they're doing, there could be potential issues, very dangerous issues. Our techs that are out there that install solar systems, they have to work hours to really, really understand how to connect the solar with the batteries and the inverter. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, and it takes time to really understand it. I don't fully understand it. I don't build those systems. I don't want to build those systems. It's too much and it's too over my head. So when I talk to the technicians and somebody will call and say, my inverter's not working, can you come and help? And then they walk over and they see this mess that a Mr. Putterbutt, that's what they call it, a Mr. Putterbutt created, they sometimes won't work on it. They'll say, take it back to the original builder because I don't know what they did. So that was something else that I warned my client about, is that you might not get somebody that is willing to work on this system, or it might cost you a lot because first they have to figure out what they did and then they have to correct it. When you get a van build from a company, they warranty their work, or you want to be able to go back to that shop so that they can correct anything that's happened with that system. If you buy a van off of just Joe Schmo and they put it together themselves, you are taking a risk that it's not built correctly, that it doesn't have the right sized wires. There's all kinds of things with these solar builds. And I certainly didn't like that there was a water system that was sitting right over top of the batteries. So I let my client know, and her mother, we all had a nice little discussion there. And I'm glad this was a consultation so that I could give my true opinion and feedback. The rest of the van was fine. I mean, there were things in there. You could tell that, like I said, that it was home built. They had a composting toilet. They had, it was a regular bed in the back, and it was just a matter of, did she like the layout? And the layout was fine for her. She loved the layout. But my biggest concerns were that there weren't life safety items. I wanted smoke detectors. I wanted a fire extinguisher in there. I wanted a propane detector and a CO detector. Now, she told me that later on that she did end up purchasing the van. She loved the van so much that she said that what she's going to do is she was going to go have those systems taken out and reassembled correctly. So she took my advice, and I'm really happy about that. And I really hope that she's having an awesome time out there. But I hope that you got something from this video, because I really want to emphasize and warn people that are going out there and purchasing these home-built vans, just to be careful with who you're buying a van from, especially if they created some system on their own and it has all these electrical components and it has propane in the back. Possibly look for a builder, like I was saying, my friend Johnny's Journey. Look at her YouTube, look at her channel, look at her business. She's building these vans for people, and they're really nice vans. She does a good job. And there's lots of other companies out there that do van builds professionally, and they may charge more, but they're going to make it correctly. So I hope that you got something out of this video, and please comment below. Did you get a home build van? Are you interested in vans? What is your experience with having vans and having them built, and what have you seen out there on the road? All right, I will see you on the next video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one.